Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Bo and I am trying to find financial stability for me, my fiance Win, and his 3 kids. So this is the weekly check-in and the closeout for the first paycheck of October, which for us is September 20th to October 3rd, because for us, the first of the month is the first paycheck of the month. So this week we're going through September 27th to October 3rd. We did not do a whole lot of spending, which is great because it means we didn't go over budget. Okay, so let's get right into it. On the 27th, kids copay came out of Wynn's checking account. That was $40. And then I paid $300 to his student loan and stuffed $130 in envelopes. So that was groceries and bulk shopping. And then dining on the 28th for $5, nothing on the 29th, nothing on the 30th. And then on the 1st, it was, the normal long list. Kids insurance for $103, rent for $13.50. Netflix for $17, YouTube Premium Family for $26, and then I took $130 out of subscriptions to pay for my Costco executive membership. So, speaking of which, I don't know if you noticed, you might not have noticed, but Costco is right here on the 31st because that's when the Costco membership is due. However, I guess because I have auto pay on my Costco membership, it actually charged it on the 1st. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it was covered in the monthly budget anyway. It's okay. It was expected to come out this month. I'm not gonna worry about it. And then on the 3rd, I brought in Wynn's savings account interest from August 3rd. That was $42. And then he saved $80 for gifts. And I saved $173 for insurance, $30 for school, and $16 for Christmas. And then I added up all the numbers and managed to send another $106 to Wynn's debt. So I am so happy about that. We were actually under budget in a couple of categories. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Oh, good grief. Okay, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I feel really good about that because I really want to pay down his debt, and the first student loan should be done by the end of this month. And by the end of this month, I mean October 31st. Okay, so now let's take a peek at the schedule for pay. So I know I've shown y'all this before, but this is the little post-it, well, it's 2 post-its actually, that has a running log, a running tally of our pay, and then I put when the pay came into the budget. We are currently a couple paychecks ahead, which means 1, we have a little buffer in our account, and 2, we can budget money we actually have already. So I'm super happy we're ahead. I don't know how long we're gonna stay ahead, because Wynn hurt himself working too hard. So he has been like in and out of urgent care in the emergency room, and it's a whole thing. But he doesn't get paid time off, including sick days. He does not get sick days, paid sick days. So if he misses work, he misses pay, and I don't know how that's gonna go. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked that currently we're still ahead. Uh-oh, I'm yawning. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's look at the revolving envelopes. So this, most people would save this as cash. I only have one of these categories in cash. The rest are just math. Good thing I use an erasable pen. Okay, but let's get right into it. So, for groceries, had 127, stuffed 90, subtracted 87, so spent 87, left with 130 for groceries. And then bulk buys, stuffed 40, spent 51, left with $5, which does not please me. I really need to bulk that up. We need to bulk that up. Okay, and transport was 10, nothing added, nothing spent. Health was $29 spent. Started with 730, so that leaves us with 701. Pretty sure this was over-the-counter meds. Yeah, this was over-the-counter medicine. And then home shopping was just stayed 68, wasn't spent. Birthdays stayed 108, wasn't spent. Clothing stayed 30. Shoes stayed 55. Pet care stayed 115, and personal stayed 34. So we have been behaving ourselves. I'm super stoked. I'm super happy. Still haven't spent this money on the app. I'm still debating. It helps a lot, but the question is, actually, I think I'll make that a video. I'll figure out how much different iterations of this app will cost and maybe compare it with a couple of other apps. I'm talking about an app that helps with executive functioning, which is a problem if you have ADHD, which Wynn and I both have. We really struggle with keeping on task and building good habits, and this helps a lot with that. It's more than just a habit tracker. We both love it. It's very motivational, and it's fantastic. But it's $250 if you want a lifetime subscription, and we've been debating whether or not it's worth it, or if we should just get a month at a time and then see how long we keep it. But then that can end up costing more over time. I don't know, y'all. Let me know what you think. Okay. Oh, and I just dropped that page entirely. Okay. So let's look at the budget. Let's close this sucker out. Okay, so again, September 20th to October 3rd. This is zero-based budget worksheet, came from Vertex 42, completely free. I tweaked it a little to suit my needs, but let's get into it. So, for inflow, his paycheck, $19.88 as budgeted, my paycheck, $16.40 as budgeted. Other income, $143 instead of the $42, because I forgot to include one of my savings account interest amounts when I initially budgeted this. And then from savings, we took the $130 to pay for the Costco subscription because it's due the 31st. Oh, good grief, can't talk. It's due the 31st, but they took it out the 1st for reasons. I don't know. But that leaves us with $3,901 of inflow. And then we're not investing right now. That's not where we are. We get to his spending. So this is Wynn's checking account. Rent was $13.50 as budgeted. All of his stuff was as budgeted. Kid bills, $183. Heating bill, $51. Student loans, $36. Electric bill, $200. Adventures, which is the money that the kids have available to earn as allowance. And then miscellaneous, $30, which is Wynn's pocket money. So the subtotal for that is $1,870, leaves us with $2,031. And then we go down to his saving, which is not very extensive, but still happy about it. So this is Wynn's savings account. He saved $160 total for gifts this time around, which I'm very happy with. Subtotal is 160, leaves us with 1,871. And then we go to my checking account. Okay, so her spending, my checking account. Monthly bills, 73 as budgeted. His debt got $706 instead of the $600 that I budgeted, because we were under budget, and also I had that other bank account interest money. And then dining out, 27, we actually stayed under budget. Groceries in bulk got the $260 that was budgeted. All the rest of these were as budgeted. Transportation got $60. Health got $75. Home shopping got $25. Birthdays got $5. Clothing and shoes got $40. Pet care got $15. And personal got $50. So subtotal for that is $1,306, which leaves us with $565. So now we go to my saving. So with the 173 that I added this time, insurance is $373 this paycheck. Christmas got $30. School got $32. So that is a subtotal of $435. Leaves us with $130, which is how much Costco is for the executive membership. If you haven't noticed, I tend to go for the annual subscriptions or longer if I can, because they usually save money compared to the monthly. And I try to make things as automated as possible so I don't lose track of things and end up with a missed payment. So this kind of zero-based budget worksheet makes the world of difference to me, because I know exactly where I stand between this sheet and the calendar. I know exactly where I stand and exactly what I need to make it to the next goal. So I highly suggest, if you haven't tried this before, give it a go. Give it a go. I know I track things kind of simpler than a lot of people do. Certainly simpler than the Budget Mom. I love her channel. I love her program, but it's just a little too detailed for me. This is much more my speed. So let me know in the comments what you think, if I messed up my math, and let me know if you think that this kind of budget reflects my priorities. Like, if you look at this, what do you think is most important to me? Just let me know. Let me know what you think. And let me know if you can answer for yourself. Like, does your budget reflect what's important to you? Let a girl know. I love you so much. Never forget that you deserve financial stability. And I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.